I got some boxes in and we're going to reveal them today. This is a haul of a whole bunch of stuff. This isn't even half of what I have coming in. I have more coming in, but this was the first set of stuff that came in. I was able to get a little bit of money and I decided to invest it in my business. And so I got some extra supplies. I also have a special project I'm going to be working on, and I'm so excited to bring all this stuff to you. So let's reveal what's in these boxes. Oh my gosh. This box two of these boxes came from Wholesale Supply. I also have another one from Mad Micah's, and I am so excited to open these up. I just unsealed them and opened them just to make it easier for us to go through all of it. And so we're going to take a peek and see what's inside the boxes themselves. So let's reveal. Box number one. It won't pop. I love this stuff, but it won't pop, but that's okay. Not a problem. Wow. Okay. So I got my cocoa butter. Ooh, my stearic acid. I'll need that one. I think I'll just leave it in the box because it's so big. And I'm going to actually sit down here. Oh, I've got my chair. Struggle to sit down here. There we go. That's better. I kind of sat up on my chair a little bit so you guys can see me because this is a tall box and I'm kind of a short person, so we just kind of did a little bit of fun there. Ooh, I got my cornstarch in, and I got more of my kaolin clay, which is good because I was almost out of it. Some cream of tartar in this box, and polysorbate 80. Yes. We're making frosting and some candy sprinkles with all this stuff. So that's cool. So that's box number one. I think I'll just set it down here and get rid of the box. My cat will probably be climbing in this later. She loves to climb into boxes and have some fun. And I'm just going to set all this stuff over here. Woo! Box one. Gone. Let's see what's in box number two. I'll put that over there. Ugh. These suckers were heavy. They were about 40 pounds a piece. Yeah. All right. Oh, there's my invoice. Yeah, I just laid it on top. One thing I always do when I get my boxes, just a business tip, is make sure you go through your invoices that you get from the companies and just cross off everything that you got, just to make sure that they didn't forget anything. And in this one, yeah, they didn't send me my baking soda. It's on back order, but that's okay. I still got the price and they still took it out of my account. So as soon as they get it in, they're just going to send it to me. And that's what it says on the invoice. Yay. So I can create some more bath bombs. Oh, that's fun. All right, let's see what we have in here. We have, oh, my lye finally came because I was out. Yay. And then I got my Coca Metaprofol Betaine and my, okay, that was that. That is for my candies, my candy toppings I'm going to be making. That's going to be really fun. I'm going to do some candy sprinkles, and I'm going to do some demos on those, but I won't tell you what all. I won't give you my recipe because the recipe is a proprietary recipe. I actually paid for this recipe, which is something I normally don't do. But I have been looking all over for a candy recipe so I could do candy toppings that I can make myself that don't have the sugar and all the sugary stuff in it. I don't know if you're like me. I don't like to get into a bathtub that has a lot of sugar in it. It's sticky. And even though it's being transformed into something, I wanted to have a non-candy sprinkle topping. Now, don't get me wrong. I love sprinkle toppings, or the candy sprinkle toppings that are out there. I just decided to take it one step further and make my own. And I'm thinking about taking that to another level. And I'm going to keep that one a little bit private right now. But I wanted to make sure it doesn't have any sugar. There's two reasons for that. One, I don't like the effect of it in my bathtub. Two, some people are diabetic and they have to be careful with the sugar intake. And I want to make sure that if you're diabetic and you want to buy my soaps, that you don't have any issues with the sugar content going into your skin, because sugar does, your skin soaks up so much of the nutrients and vitamins that are in these soaps. Well, when you think about it, it's going to soak in that sugar too. So I didn't want to cause an issue with any of my diabetic customers. So I made sure that I find products that I can actually make that don't have any sugar with it. And the same thing with frosting. I've been wanting to make a soap frosting, but I haven't been able to find anything that didn't have sugar in it. Everything had a base of sugar. And that was the last thing I wanted to do, was to have that sugar. Going out, baby girl. And my dog, she's wanting in the room. She's sitting outside the door here. And she knows she can't come in here, which is really good. She minds me very well. But anyway, so I didn't want to have anything that had sugar in it. And most of the recipes I've been finding had exactly that. It had a lot of loaded sugar in it. Powdered sugar, granule sugar, like sugar scrubs and stuff. And I want to stay away from that. One, because of my husband who is diabetic, and two, I'm borderline diabetic, even though I don't take insulin, or I have never been had a full onset of diabetes. And I made the decision that I just didn't want to include it in any of my products. Also, I wanted to make sure that my products had as much natural products as possible in the recipes. Unfortunately, because of the way that this recipe is built, I do have to bring in some what I call oddball products, but they're all naturally derived. So I found a natural candy recipe that I'm going to be making that doesn't have the sugar, doesn't have the extra added chemicals to it. It's a really good balanced candied recipe. So I'll be able to make my own candy recipes and my soap frosting without having all the extra, what I say, garbage, and take that very lightly, because I'm trying to find another word, but it is when garbage comes to my mind. But I wanted a good, nice, clean product for you all. As you know, I live clean as much as I possibly can. And these days it's very hard to do, but I've lived a clean life my entire life. I don't drink a lot. I've never taken drugs. I've lived a very, very clean life, and I want to continue to do that. And so I wanted to make a product that also is clean, and that's my goal here. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the soaps that we're going to make. I absolutely love my molds, but we're going to do something slightly different than everybody else. And that's what I'm trying to do, is set myself apart. So I'm going to do some experimenting, and I'm definitely going to film it so that you guys can see what I'm doing. And then hopefully in the creative process that I'm going through to really nail down my soaps, I can really actually come up with a product that other people aren't doing, and I have a unique thing. And that's what I want, is a unique product that not everybody has. Hemp seed oil is now becoming very popular amongst soapers. Without really understanding what hemp soap is, they're like, oh, well, that's the new craze, and they're just grabbing it in, and they don't fully understand it. And I like to sit down and really think about the products that are in my product that I'm creating. So I'm learning a whole brand new process, because in the past when I've soaped, I've used just melt and pour, and whatever went in, and I really didn't care at that point. But in truth, only because the products weren't really necessarily available to me to make a clean product. So that's what I've done, is made a clean product. And that's what all this is about. I invested about $500 into all of my supplies to create a brand new soap, or continue with the soap recipe that I have, but to expand it a little bit and give you guys a kind of a unique product. And I'm super excited about this, because I think when I'm done, you guys are going to really love it. And it's going to include a lot. I love cake decorating. It's something I've done for probably 30 years. And I've gotten pretty good at it. So I'm going to incorporate some of those skills into it. And then like I said, I'll be making my own candies. And I'm just going to take what I've learned in baking and put all of that into my soaps. And I'm so excited about it. So anyway, off my soapbox, let's get back to, because I know you guys are like, what's in that box? Quit talking. Get into that box. All right, so back to that. So I've got glycerin and another bottle of the other. I can't pronounce it. I gotta come up with some easy names for some of these chemicals. I shouldn't say chemicals because they're not chemicals, they're naturally derived products. Oh, foaming bath whip. That does have a lot of natural based stuff in it too. I'm gonna put that down there. That's gonna be the basis for my soap frosting. And then I got my new coconut oil because I was out of coconut oil. I went to make soaps about 2 weeks ago and came to the conclusion that I was running out of supply. So I had to get a supply run. So that's what this was. All right. So that was those 2 boxes. This is the special one I got. I'm so excited about this. When I kind of sort of opened the box a little bit, but I have to tell you, I'm really impressed with this company. I have held off ordering from this company for, I don't know, since the beginning that I started all my business 4 months ago. Somebody recommended them and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go in and I'll take a look. And it was like, their costs for their micas were so high compared to what I was finding everywhere else. That's what I thought at first. What I didn't realize is they actually weren't that expensive. And after doing some research on some of these other companies, I couldn't find some of the colors that they had, nor could I find the product that they had at a reasonable price. These guys nailed it. Man, I love this company and I'm very happy with it. So thank you. Mad Micas is where I got this from for providing not providing because they didn't sponsor this, but for some fantastic product. I'm really, really impressed with them. And I am going to order back again and order the rest of their line of micas. I got kind of almost all of what I wanted, but I wanted some more. And that's because of the candies and some of the colorings that I'm going to be doing with what I have coming up. All of this is kind of leading up to something brand new that's coming out that I'm going to be creating. I am going to be selling them on my website at some point, probably not until September, October. They'll probably be released. I'd like to release them for Christmas, at least before that. So Mad Micas was part of that process. And I have to tell you, when I got the box and I opened it up, I was shocked and super impressed because their packaging was fantastic. But look what they did on the inside of my box. Hey, Callie, isn't that a great idea? I think when I send my packages off to my customers, I'm going to do the same thing. That is such a cool thing for them to do. I'm so impressed with them. You know, what company these days does that? They put a little, I mean, these guys went out of their way and they wrote me a little message. Hey, Callie. I'm so impressed. It made my day actually because I've been up for 2 days. I did 2 graveyards back to back, so I haven't really had much sleep in the past couple of days. And I'll tell you what, I'm exhausted. And when I opened up the package this afternoon, I was like, wow, how sweet was that? It just made my day is what it did. And I was so impressed with it. So I've got my little invoice here. So they packaged it up, and what I love about this is I won't show you the whole thing. Maybe I can show you a little piece of it. I'll just show you the little piece on the back here. Oh, there we go. We can see this. Look what they did on the invoice. They checked off and made sure that everything was in the box, and then they signed it. That is a really good idea, and I really encourage you guys to do that. It looks like my other box just came. Let me go grab my other box so we can reveal it here. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had a delivery come to my house, but it wasn't the delivery I was expecting. I had to order something from a store, and it finally got here. It wasn't supposed to be here for a few days, so that was kind of a surprise. I got a little thing early. Back to what I was saying. So anyway, I really encourage you guys to do the same thing on this. Every little bit that you do in your packaging, customers love it. I used to send a little... Well, they do something similar here. I'll show you. This is a little thank you that they put, and they put something on, you know, they put it in a package and then put thank you on there. I love sending freebies to my customers. I know a lot of people have negative thoughts on that, but you know what? I have done that for many, many years in all of the businesses that I had. And I have to tell you, customer, I'm a customer that loves getting free stuff. You know, if I want to put, if they've ordered some soaps and I've looked on their cart and it looks like that they may have abandoned the cart, or if they, you know, aren't quite sure about it and I have an address for them, I'll send them a gift. You know, I'll send them a little sampler. Hey, I noticed that you know, didn't check out with me, but here's a little sampler to thank you for looking at the cart. Open that door for them. That communication with customers is so important. And this little gift means a lot to people. I know I love receiving gifts. I'm sure you probably love receiving gifts. So include a little gift. This one happens to be, they sent me a little Swedish fish. I love these things. They're so good. And then they sent me a little poppycock. This one is called poppycock is the color. I'm going to have fun playing with it. You know, I'll add it in some of my subs, and I plan on ordering that. Actually, that's on my list. I just haven't sent it. Thought I had another delivery. That's what I love about this room. I can actually see the delivery people right out my window here. You can't really see it, but it's like I'm watching. And I've got people delivering. But also, what's this? A little business card. Add a business card in there and with some information. I absolutely love this. And it says, Mad Micah's, we're here for you. And there's their information. I'll put it up there so you guys can see. See Mad Micah's, we're here for you. And then there's their information. Isn't that cool? What a great company. I have to tell you, I am really impressed with them. Just as a company in general. Their customer service is outstanding. And, you know, it's businesses like that really, you know, I want to work with, because if they're this friendly, I definitely want them in to be a partner with me in my business, because that makes it easier for me to do my business, because I'm creating a product and I know I'm going to get really good quality of stuff. So what did I get from them? I got a really good deal. They had a sale going on and I went nuts. And I wanted to get enough product to be able to create a lot of product in the future. And I figure, you know what? I really like to go with the larger sizes, because usually you can save a lot of money. But the sale was on the smaller pieces. And so I went with the 1 ounce jars, these are perfect. You get a lot of product in there. I don't know if you can see how much is in there, but you get a lot of product in there. That's a good one. This color is Snake Island. I'm going to be using that I have another Halloween scent that I'm trying to get in. I ordered some and my package was damaged, so I have to reorder it, but that's okay. This one was Tall, Dark, and Handsome. It's kind of a brownish color. So I got that one. I'm going to have so much fun with these. I absolutely love these colors. Tahitian Teal. Here we go. So I got that color. And then I got some whites. This one was Sparkle Plenty. It's really pretty. It's a light like glitter one. And then I got, this one was Snow White, which I will make some soaps with. There's a soap scent that I want to make with that one. And then what's my next one? Oh, Spicy Tomato. And Pumpkin Head. This is perfect. And this one is Satin Penny. And, ooh, Magic Beans. That's going to be a fun one. I like that color. It's really kind of unique brown. It'll work really well. And then I have Mint Julep. If you've never had a mint julep, they're really good. So that color really does reflect a mint julep too. And then this one was Pot of Gold, kind of a yellowish bright yellow, which will be good. And then Love Bite. Got that color. Yeah, I got a lot of colors for 1 ounce. This was a really good deal that I got these from, and I'm so glad I did this. That one's called Peacock Blue, kind of a tealish blue. It's really pretty. Oh, Lemon Cupcakes, kind of a yellowish green. It's more on the side of yellow, but it's got a tint of green to it. It's going to be a really fun one to do too. Ooh, Grape Knee High. That one will be made into some kids soaps. That's why I got that one. That's called Hot Pants. It's a really hot pink. The camera doesn't really do justice on some of these. Sorry. Okay, and here's Koi Orange, color of a koi fish. If you've never seen them, they're very, very bright orange, and that is a true koi fish color, and they nailed it. Oh, here's King Tut. It's a gold. I'm gonna have fun with that one. And I have Enchanted Forest. Put it in the middle there. And Let Us Entertain You. Anything in that? Nope, just some paper, packing paper. And we have Flirt. That's a really super hot pink. And Guava Lava. It's kind of a rose pink. I like that color. And Envy. Let's see, what else do I get? Key West. That's a Key West blue. This one is Aphrodite blue. That one's really pretty. The Mananical Pea. That is this one looks neon in the camera, but it's not as neon. It's a kind of a muted neon. It's really pretty. I like it. This one is called Banana Split. I have some banana scent that I'm going to use that on. That's going to be a cool soap when I get going for it. Angry Rose. Kind of a goldish rose there. And Tangerine Dream. What else did I get? Oh, Twilight. Loved that series, by the way. Flashdance. Another kind of a... This one has kind of like a holographic sense to it. I think when I swirl it in the soaps, it's going to really come out. It's going to be really cool. Oh, and then I wanted to get... This is one of my favorite children's stories, and I'm so glad they brought this out. Harold's Purple Crayon. When I saw this scent, it was like, I have to get that scent. That is such a cute scent. And if you've never read Harold's Purple Crayon, the story, it's just adorable. It's a really good one for kids. If you can ever find it, go out and buy it for your kids. They will love the story. I grew up, working in a library when I was younger. I was a library nerd. If you couldn't find me, I was in the library, honestly, reading a book. And Harold's Purple Crayons was one of my favorites growing up. And then I also read it to my kids too, and it's one of their favorites too. So that's really cool. Ballet Slippers. And this one is Astro. It's a pretty green. And then we have 3 Olive Martini. That'll be cool. I have some really cool alcohol type soaps coming out that have the scents of them. I'm going to use that in there. That's going to be really cool. Guilty Grape is kind of a soft grape there. And then I got Wicked, which is black. It's a solid black. I like that one. And then Watermelon Crush. It's kind of an orange pink. It's really pretty. And then the last one in here was Voodoo. Another one I'll be using in my soap. So there you go. That is a great haul. And they're 1 ounce jars. Just so you know, you can see the size. They're 1 ounce jars. And that's a lot of mica in there for the price that I got these at. I want to say I picked them up for like $6 a jar or less, which is a really good price, honestly. I have spent so much time looking and trying to find really good prices on the micas, and Mad Micas actually does have some of the best prices. They got the best color selection too. I absolutely love their color selection, and I'm really happy with them. So we'll be using these in some of my upcoming project soaps, and my soap candies, and my soap frosting that I'll be making, and we're just going to have a whole lot of fun with that. I have a lot of upcoming projects coming up. My package that was damaged, I'm a little upset about it because it's sending my schedule back to being able to get the rest of my Christmas stuff done. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do at this point. I still have enough time to build them, but they're not going to be necessarily ready to be able to soap in time for Christmas now because of the amount that I purchased and the damage to the box that I got. That really breaks my heart because I really wanted to bring these out to you guys. So I haven't made a final decision on it. I'm not sure if I will bring them out or whether I will I'll just have to bring one of them out at a time, and they'll just be remaining on my website is all they will do. And so that's what I will do. But anyway, that's Mad Micah's. I do have more coming. This is what my haul was for today. I have another 2 packages coming later on this afternoon. I'll try and add those into this video if I can. If not, I'll make another video at some point. And then behind me, you can see what I did. I have projects laid out. So I took my scents. This is kind of a really cool thing. I want to show you guys this because this is really neat. And I'll show you. So here's the box. I have an empty box, and there's no label on it yet because I haven't completed it. I've left it blank. But the box is all ready to go. And this particular one is apple barrel cider. And this is from Wellington Fragrance. I love this company. Oh, that's apple cider. That's really strong. So I will be doing, this one will be a Thanksgiving scent that I will bring out, apple barrel cider. Now that I have my new micas, I'm going to change my colorings around and we'll make some changes on that. But I put colorings in the boxes just to show you. These are the 3 I chose originally, but now that I have my new Mad Micas, I'm going to change this up a little bit because I've got some different scents that I want to use instead, or colorings instead. And so I put this all together. So now when I go to soap, all I have to do is go, what do I soap today? Oh, let's do Country Christmas. It just makes it easier for me because I have so many I want to do. And I'm kind of like, I like to do things spur on the moment. You know, I like to pull them all out and go, oh, let's do this. And then all these ideas fly in my head. And, you know, that's just the way I go. So anyway, I ended up doing that the other day, just kind of organizing my scents and see which ones I really wanted to make right away for the holidays because we are starting to get really close to the holidays and I want to get these made and up. And so I'm kind of running on crunch time right now to be able to get them up. So if they don't come out this year, they'll definitely come out next year, and the scents last for a really, really long time. So I'm not too concerned about getting them out this year. If not, I'll get them out after the first of the year. As always on my website, I never discontinue, or at least I try not to discontinue scents unless they're discontinued. My goal is to build up a large amount of scent base for my soaps so that you guys have a variety and you can shop at any time that you want to. In other words, like me, I like to, you know, sometimes in the middle of summer, I'll pull out a pumpkin scent and I'll pop it in my house, and just because I just wanted that smell, like the smell of the pumpkins and the spice and stuff like that. And sometimes, you know, some of these other scents, like, you know, in the wintertime, I like to pull out a coconut scent just to kind of give me that scent of the tropics, just to kind of, you know, we live in the Pacific Northwest, and so, you know, it can get really cold out here really quick, and you can get really depressed because the weather we get dark days for many, 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 many days, and that can really take you down a little bit. So, you know, just to kind of help me uplift, I'll pull a sunny scent out, like a citrus scent, or I'll pull a coconut scent out and just kind of brighten myself up a little bit with that. And so I want that to be able to be available to you guys too, so you can do that. You know, like in the summertime when I'm super, super hot and I want to cool down, I want something that's, you know, reminds me of winter and you know, the cold. And so I'll pull out a scent that's like that, you know. And so with soaps, it's more fun to do that with. So that's on the agenda. I have a lot of really cool scents. I put together behind me about 30 scents yesterday. I have another 20 or 30 in the bucket there, and I have a whole lot more coming. I think total I'll have about 75 different scents that I will be soaping over the next 6 months, if not sooner than that, so that we can get this store built up. That's my goal anyway. I know a lot of artists want to take just 1 or 2 cents and just have it on their site. I went on into a gal's site and she had maybe 5 cents on there. She's not really selling online. She's actually selling in a farmer's market all the time, which is great for them. They have that availability and they're doing really well. They're making major sales every month. That's awesome for them and I'm so happy for them. But with me and where I live, I don't have that opportunity to be able to sell at a lot of really good, like holiday bazaars or, once a year. So you get a few sales from that. We don't have farmers markets out here. Well, we haven't had because of COVID and they're starting back up again, but there's one. And, it's not going to give, the area that I live in is not going to give me the income that I really want in this business. My best way to sell is online. And so I want to do a complete online sales only. And that's the way my store is built. Will I go and do some of these farmers markets that are opening up now? Probably. Will I do some bazaars for the holidays? Maybe. It depends on the cost of them. Because sometimes you can go into these venues. Like we have a big, huge fair here every year. The cost for that alone is $1,000 for your booth. Yes, you get hundreds and thousands of people that go through there, but maybe a 2% may buy from you. That's not really all that much. And you have to have the inventory build up to be able to hold on or to do that. I know a lot of local artists that have done very, very well at those types of situations. But here again, they're artwork, they're photographers, they're low cost type situations where they can go and make these prints and then, take them with you and sell you. To take these soaps, these are heavy soaps and it would be kind of hard for me to do that. Now you're all going, you're Callie, you're rationalizing all of this, go out and do that. That's what you're going to make your money. Yes. However, I don't have the capital to support that right now because I'm so new. In about 2, maybe 3 years, yes, I can start looking at those larger venues. But right now I can't do that. Can I go out and get a business loan to support that? No, I can't. I've already tried. Because of some things that have happened in my past life, in the past couple years, my credit's shot. I can't go out and get a loan if I wanted to. So I'm stuck slowly investing in my business and building myself slowly. And that's okay. I'm happy with that. In 2 or 3 years down the road, yeah, maybe I will be ready to do those types of venues. But for now, I'm not ready to do that. I just don't have the product capital to be able to support it. And that's okay. And if you don't have that, capital support, don't worry about it. Find other ways to sell. A couple really cool tips for you is to grab up some business cards, make up some little samplers and hand them out to strangers in the store. I hear you're having a bad day. Here's a free soap sampler. I hope you have a better day. Wow. Brighten their day up. I had a lady do that one day to me. I was in a good mood regardless, but I understood where it was coming from. It was coming from her heart, and I really appreciate it. Did I go and buy her stuff? No, because I wasn't interested in her products necessarily. She was selling some makeup, and I am highly allergic to makeup. That's why I don't wear it, and you will not see me with it on because my skin is that sensitive. I can't wear it. And unfortunately, I did try the product out, however, and I did break out with it. So I wasn't able to use the product, sadly. But, with soap, it's pretty a no-brainer. Most people can use soaps. My skin's very, very sensitive. So I know the soaps that I offer to people are for sensitive skin people. And I try to, and that's one another reason why I don't add the chemicals to it, because I know a lot of chemicals. I'm allergic to a lot of the chemicals that are in products. The synthetic chemicals, let's put it that way. I'm trying to differentiate, natural chemicals to synthetic chemicals. I'm highly allergic to a lot of the synthetic chemicals. And so that's why I want to have a clean product for people, because I know I'm sensitive. I can't use it. I can't touch it. There's no sense putting it in my soap. So I don't. And here again, I want a clean product for that very reason. And if somebody came up to me and says, well, do you have something for sensitive skin? I said, yeah, here you go. Here's my business card. Here's a list of my ingredients. If you have any questions, give me a call. I'm here to support you and to help you. And, you know, that's a really, you know, cool thing. I just had a lady, here's a perfect example. A lady at work, she absolutely loves soaps, but here again, she's skin sensitive, and I gave her a sampler of it and she loves it. So, you know, she hasn't ordered for me yet, but you know, the fact of the matter is she did give me good positive feedback on my product, and that's really what I was looking for with her anyway. I knew she wouldn't buy from me, and that's, you know, but who knows what's going to happen down the road, and that's another tip you guys can watch out for. You never know what seed you're going to plant. I had a customer one time that I gave out a sample to a product. Didn't hear back from this customer whatsoever. I, you know, collected her information. I did try to keep in touch with her. I called her from time to time, not bugging her, you know, and I'd send out an email. Hey, I just was thinking about you, and I was just wondering how you're doing, you know, after we spoke. And I never heard from her again for quite a while, actually. And so about 6 months later, she called me on the phone unexpectedly, and she said, do you still have your products? Well, sadly, unfortunately, I had gone out of business with that specific company, and I was in the process of creating a new company. And so I was able to refer her to somebody else, but, you know, she came back to me, which was really cool. And so I let her know what was going on with my situation, and she was really cool about it. And I said, hey, I'm not doing this business, but I'm doing this business now. And here's, I'll give you some new samplers. And I did send her some samplers. And then later on down the road, she did become a customer of mine. And, you know, she continued to buy from, she became with my, my director, for the company that I was working for. She actually ended up going with her for her makeup products. And then for the other products that she wanted, she actually came to me. So it was kind of cool. I still gained a customer anyway, even though it was, you know, 6 months, a year down the road. But it shows you that you never know where those little seeds are going to come from. You know, simple samplers, you never really know. It's just amazing how that works. And in truth, some people you will never hear from them again. And that's okay. It's not a problem. Who knows? Sometimes they can pass it. Hey, I heard that this lady was local and she was selling hemp soap. I'm not going to use the hemp soap myself because I don't, for whatever reason, she may not do it. But hey, but here's her business card. Why don't you give her a call and see what she has in stock? And there's her website. She can go on there. That happens quite a bit, surprisingly. You know, you never know where those little seeds are going to go for. So don't be afraid to hand out your business cards. Don't be afraid to talk to people. I had to really come out of my comfort zone to be able to do that. And once I got used to talking with customers and people, my business started to grow. So little tip for you guys. Don't not think that those little seeds will be planted, because they really, really are. And some of them don't. You know, it's like planting a garden. So many seeds get planted and only part of them grow. That's normal. You know, so it's the way it is. All right. Enough business talk. I've got some awesome new products coming out. As you can see, I'm finally getting those products in that I've been waiting for a couple of weeks. Except one box that I really, really wanted was my new scents. Oh, I'm so upset that UPS destroyed that box. But you know what? It's okay. They are sending me out. They did send me out a new box, and I'm just waiting for it. And as soon as I get that in, I'll show you those new scents that are coming in. So that'll be great. So we are ready to get some new soaps made. And I'm really excited. Thank you, everybody, for joining me and putting up with me today. And as tired as I am, because I've been up for 2 days and I need to get some sleep now. Time for bed. I want to sleep. So anyway, thanks you guys for coming and joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification button if you want notifications of when I'm uploading new videos. And please don't forget to leave a comment down below. I would love to connect with you guys and answer your questions, or just, just chat. Anyway, thanks everybody. You have a really great day, and thank you again. Bye.